Hi everybody, welcome to GCSAA. We're here from the 2022 GCSAA Conference and Trade Show in San Diego, California. We're broadcasting from the main stage on the show floor, where we'll be bringing you engaging educational content over the next couple of days. I'm Howard Richmond, Associate Editor for GCM Magazine, your host for this first day of the coverage. So welcome, thanks for being here. We're going to start here. First little segment with Green Start Academy is presented with John Deere, Rainbird, and Bear. So we're going to be hearing from them. And my guests, I'm going to introduce them to you. Right to next to me is Mark Ford, Customer Marketing Manager, Golf and Sports Turf for Bear Environmental Science. Next to him is Kim Eas, Technical Marketing Manager for John Deere. Then we have John Jeffries, Golf Course Superintendent at Pinehurst number 2. And next to John is Cody Key, Regional Sales Manager for Golf Division of Rainbird Corporation. So thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit, Mark, since you're next to me, and I've known you a really long time, so I feel comfortable with, I've chatted to you for years. Talk a little bit about the purpose of the Green Start Academy. I've been there, great time. Go and tell us a little bit more.
So Green Start Academy is a unique program. It's unique for a couple reasons, but primarily it's about enabling assistant superintendents. It's focused on assistant superintendents to make the next step to become a superintendent or wherever they wish to take their professional careers. It's not a program teaching them how to grow grass or be better agronomists. It's really focused on the soft skills that open doors later on. And we've been proud to partner with John Deere and now Rainbird on the program for quite a while. So,
great. Kim, talk a little bit about how the program has changed. Has it changed in the last couple of years?
Yeah. So one opportunity we had during the pandemic is to really take a step back and evaluate how we could elevate the program. A couple ways that we did that was a partnership with Pinehurst that came about this last year, and it gave us the opportunity to really host the event there and take advantage of that opportunity. Also, we brought on a third partner with Rainbird. They were kind of that perfect partner to bring in to complete the trio here. And then also, we really wanted to focus on the networking and the mentoring program. That was a big change for 2021. We increased the number of mentors that we had so that we could have a better ratio with the attendees. So it was a 10-to-1 ratio that way. And we've taken the opportunity also to be able to connect. We're encouraging our mentors throughout the rest of the year to connect with the mentees, whether it's virtually or at events like this in the industry.
Great, sounds good. Cody, I was going to ask you a little bit. Rainbird, why did you want to be involved with Green Start Academy?
Well, it was a great opportunity from when you support and partner with things, you want to have shared philosophies, what they're doing. And, our guiding philosophy would be the intelligent use of water, which is really about sustainability and the future of the industry and things like that. And the idea of Green Start, which is really growing the future leaders of this segment of the industry, is something that was a no-brainer for us to be a part of, and just honored to be with Bear and John Deere and what a facility at Pinehurst to do it at, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes. And John, you know a little bit about Pinehurst. You've been there number 2 for a while, and talk a little bit about that. The move, with the move to Pinehurst, what it means for your team, and Pinehurst to be able to host this event. What does it mean for that?
I mean, I was able to attend the Green Start Academy in one of the first couple of years that it was hosted in probably 2004, and to know that excited crowd of assistant superintendents, and we get to host them and share our property with them. It means a lot. We've had a lot of history at Pinehurst, and we'd love to share it. We welcome hundreds of thousands of guests every year, and to know that group is coming is something we really put our best foot forward and look forward to spending time with all of them.
Did you go to Green Start Academy? What are your memories of it?
I mean, it was a small event up in Clayton. You walked around the Bayer facility there, and to see how it's grown and has taken on more partners. The one thing I remember from this past year more than anything is how engaged all the attendees were. When you're giving a presentation or you're talking to the group, every eye is focused. Everybody's taking notes, and to have a group that is coming back later this year, it's really exciting.
Good. Well, I think we have a video, right? We're going to show a little bit.
What I've enjoyed about the Green Star Academy is it's something that gives you the opportunity to learn from titans of the industry, also gives you the opportunity to learn from other people from across the country.
It's just the camaraderie and seeing everybody from different walks of life. You know, we always say growing grass is the easy part. And so what we're learning right now is the hard part, you know, the relationship building and all that good stuff. And to get to meet people from all over the country dealing with the same things we're dealing with is a really cool experience.
It really digs deep and helps you figure out what kind of pathway you want to take to achieve my end goal personally as a golf course superintendent.
It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I felt this is the first time I've been out to Pinehurst, and I couldn't be happier. It's been awesome hearing people that are superintendents at these world-renowned top 100 golf courses.
I've definitely enjoyed Pinehurst so far. It's kind of a surreal feeling to be here. It definitely brings a much bigger feeling to the whole experience, I think, being in such a special place like this.
The Green Star Academy has helped me in my career path to just understand what the next step might be like and aid me to just understand the steps I need to take now to prepare myself to become a superintendent in the future.
When assistant superintendents come to the Green Star Academy, they can build relationships that they wouldn't otherwise. They meet other colleagues from around the country. They leave their comfort zone. They meet mentors who they can work with, and they get to travel to places they may not otherwise get to travel. So they can build a peer group and a relationship with people that can carry them through their careers.
If you're looking to come to Green Star Academy, you definitely should come, because I think it'll launch your career to the next step that you're looking for. It'll build your network. It'll give you that confidence you're looking for to move on to the next phase.
Green Star Academy has helped me on the path to becoming a superintendent by networking, allowing me to meet other people in this industry that have the same goals and have the same career path as I do, and allowing these other guys that I'm able to meet and keep in contact with.
Making connections now is only going to help me down the road. A lot of people that are here are people who have seen and been in the industry that can only help me excel in the future.
All of the attendees should leave the Green Star Academy with a toolbox that's full of information, but also a greater confidence in their ability. They've built on their strengths, they've met peers that they can bounce ideas and problems off of, and it gives them just a better start.
As far as confidence goes, I just feel like it's going to catapult me to the next level. I believe there's 49 other guys. We're going to take the turf industry by storm.
Awesome video. That's what Green Star Academy is about, and you can learn a little bit more. And we'd like to talk to you too, and talk us a little bit about, call to action to apply for something that's going to be happening this fall. What are the next steps moving forward?
So Green Start is going to continue into 2022, and the application period will open this summer. So keep a lookout if you're an assistant, if you're a superintendent, talk to your assistants about it, and I think it's going to be at a great location as well. So.
Yeah, we really encourage everybody to take time to research. We're all going to be in our booths this evening and throughout the entire show. Come talk to us, ask us questions. We'll be glad to answer any questions you can. And as Mark said, we encourage you to apply this summer and go through the process and join us in the fall.
That's terrific. Well, appreciate you all being here, talk a little bit about this and getting to know more about it. And we want to just say we're going to conclude the segment now, and really want to give our tip of the hat to Rainbird, Bear, Deere for being part of this and presenting this chance for everybody. So that's it. Tune in again for our next segment from GCSAA TV, and have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Howard.
I feel like we have a responsibility for women's golf, Solheim Cup, and the city of Toledo. We want to do our best for everybody.
Everyone's blood's pumping. We're certainly very proud. The past 4 or 5 years here at Inverness Club, we've put a ton of work onto the golf course with this in our minds, and finally here. It's an international event, which is special, and women's golf is booming right now, so we couldn't be happier to be here. We couldn't be happier with how the golf course looks.
It's just awesome. The experience is unmatched. This brings the element of Europe versus USA. It's very similar to the Ryder Cup. It's the atmosphere that the fans bring to it. It's the excitement that the superintendent and his staff have for preparing the golf course for one of the greatest events in the world.
This is what you do it for. I came here 3 years ago, and Solheim was on that list of the reasons why I came here. To see it like 3 years in the process and see what it is today, and to be a part of what John has created here, it's yeah, honored.
I've never personally worked an international event that is going to be the status of the Solheim Cup here, and it's very exciting. It's something different opposed to a women's US Open or a men's US Open or just regular tournaments. This is something really, really special, I think.
When you talk about the staff, they've done a remarkable job. They're really, really good people, and I think for most times they understand why I challenge them, and I think when they look at the TV when it comes on this week, it's all their hard work that they'll look at, and their friends and family and the club and the community will see, and that's all you can ask for is, we try to do our best.
He's special. I know to some people he's just a boss, but John truly is a very special person to me and a great mentor. If you give him 100%, I can guarantee you he's got 200% behind you. So it's pretty neat working for him, and there's no other place I'd be than right here with him.
In terms of our equipment, you see a lot of Green, a lot of John Deere around here. I've had a relationship with them over the years. They're a major supporter of Solheim Cup, and they've been a major, major supporter of what we do on our sides with the grounds and supporting our volunteers. So thank you, John Deere. To be a part of something like this that only comes every 4 years, I'm just really grateful that I get a chance to do this. Some people work their whole career, lives, and this is a dream for them, and they never get the opportunity.
I've been heavily involved with all the changes here, so I take a lot of pride in it, and I look forward to my future.
You just don't want to let your staff down. You don't want to let the membership down. You don't want to let the community down. But I feel like we're in a good place, and I feel like we've worked really hard at this, and we're trying our best, and that's all you can do is do the best you possibly can. It's just great to be a part of it.
Hello everyone, welcome to GCSAA TV from the 2022 GCSAA Conference and Trade Show in San Diego, California. We're broadcasting from the main stage on the show floor, where we'll be bringing you engaging, educational content over the next couple of days. I'm Howard Richmond, Associate Editor of GCM Magazine for the GCSAA. I'm your host for the first day of the live coverage here. So thanks for being with us, we appreciate it. Yeah, as we get going here, I have, obviously you can see I have a guest. It's Terry Plagman, President, Tita Green. Thanks for being here, Terry.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for taking time for us. I obviously want to jump right in and have you talk and see everything you want to do about the history of bentgrass. That's something you guys know a little bit about.
We've done it for a while. So Penncross was first released from Penn State University in 1955. There was history of it being grown in Oregon in 1956. I personally got involved in the fall of 1958. We got our first Penncross stolons from Penn State University. And so it was kind of unique because Penncross also, it falls into the Agrasta stoloniferous. So Penncross is a hybrid of 3 varieties of bent that will not pollinate themselves. So you get this 3 plants, it comes in a gunny sack, and you plant them in a bed, and then you pull them and plant them in a field. And so to make things simple, we just call them red, white, and blue, because that's pretty easy. And so you literally plant a field, red, white, blue, all the way across the field, and then the following year, when they come up and pollinate, it's a polycross. So Penncross is a true F1 hybrid that has significant hybrid vigor, which has made it popular for so many years.
Great, that's a nice little background on that, and give us the history of it. Talk about how specialized and unique it is to grow, harvest, and clean bentgrass.
Okay, so most of the farmers, we're in the Willamette Valley, so in Oregon. So the Willamette Valley is roughly 70 miles wide, 120 miles long. It's between 2 mountain ranges. We have a very mild climate. That said, in my lifetime, I've experienced 15 below, and last summer we had an unfortunate heat event of 116, 117 for 2 days, but both of those are extremes. But so most of the growers are familiar with turf grasses. Most of them have raised bluegrass, perennial ryegrass, tall fescue, fine fescue. A lot of them have raised specialty vegetable seeds, and on and on like that. So it's not unique, but bentgrass is unique. And one of the reasons is it's a 1 month later than all the other grasses. So the pollination of it is about 1 month behind. The harvesting of it is about 1 month behind. So if you're a farmer raising several varieties there, it'll be a progression of annual ryegrass, tall fescue, perennial ryegrass, bentgrass, and like that. So you're using the same equipment, but you're using equipment that has to be specialized for bentgrass, because there's nothing that swaths. So we can only cut bentgrass once a year, which, most people in the golf business find rather strange, but we cut it once a year. It's very difficult to cut, very slow. It needs to dry roughly a week, 10 days. And we cut it at around a little over 20% moisture. And it'll be, a foot to 16 inches tall. And then you have to let it dry for about a week before you can thrash it. Now, all those combines that you see were made for wheat, corn, and soybeans. And I don't know the numbers on wheat, corn, and soybeans, but it's significantly larger, because when you're thrashing bentgrass, so like Penncross is the largest bent that we have raised. It's 3.8 million seeds per pound. One of our newer varieties, Pure Distinction, is 7 million seeds per pound. So that's very, very small. And the cleaning process is also slow and very specialized. And you have to run it through a series of very small screens So to give you an idea, the average screen door on a house is 18 by 18 or 20 by 20 wires per inch. We're running all the bent grass through basically a screen that's 38 by 38 wires per inch. So nearly half the size opening, and all the seed goes through that screen. So it's very, very small. You know, duct tape is our biggest friend. And then it has to be irrigated because it's a month later. A lot of the other turf varieties in Oregon are not irrigated, but bent being a month later needs to be irrigated. And it's very specialized planting because the seed is so small, you can't put it in a normal seeder and make it work on a 30, 40 acre field when you're planting that large of a field. So we use a commercial drill like you would drill grain with, but it has to be set very light, and we use activated charcoal to spray down the row. And when you plant bent grass, if you plant it deeper than 1/4 of an inch, it's never coming up. But you have to make soil contact. If you don't make soil contact, it's never going to come up. It will just sit there and not germ. So you plant it, and so you literally, you have the tank behind you, 200 gallons, 400 gallons. If you don't want to compact it, I personally use a 200 gallon one, but there are larger ones. And you have this filled with carbon, it's activated charcoal, and water. You got 50 pounds per acre you're going to put down this row. And so it's a regular spray nozzle, but you turn it sideways. And you open the lid on the tank with the carbon, and you take a pint sherbet cup and fill it half full of bent grass seed and throw it in with the carbon, and then you spray it. Use a diaphragm pump so you don't chew up the seed. But that's how we plant it.
Okay. Before we go to some PowerPoints you're going to give us, talk about how you find, research, and develop new varieties.
So we have worked with Penn State University, and now we work with Pure Seed Testing. They have a research place in Oregon and one in North Carolina. And most of the bent varieties are found. Our latest one, PC 2.0, was found on an abandoned golf course, and it was what survived after several years of neglect. And then they do breeding on that to get a desirable, grass for the ultimate use. It can take up to 10 years to get a good variety. And then we go through a stage of trial in that. And so one thing I'd like to say too is, so in the world of seed, that breeder then has what we call breeder seed, and that has a tag on it. And that can either produce foundation seed in a little bit larger place, and then the farmer would take that foundation seed, and that's what he plants. But it has a tag from Oregon State University because we go through the extension on there to make sure that everything is certified and everything is pure. So then you plant that seed, you turn that tag into them, they come out and do a seedling inspection, and they do an annual inspection every year to make sure the field is clean enough and there's no off-type bents.
Okay. Look, share some of your PowerPoint information, Terry, with us.
Okay, so what you'll see here right now is this is a field that's maybe a month or two old that was planted from seed. So this is a field that's just headed out and ready to pollinate. So this would be mid-June, towards the end of June when it pollinates. That's after it's swathed. You can see the rows there, and they're quite large, but those will settle down after a few days. I can tell that was swathed recently and not ready to combine yet. So that's a picture of a windrower actually cutting it, and these have to be specially set up, and the tolerances are very tight. Surprisingly, the dry stem on bent grass is very difficult to cut. So this is a combine picture, and that's an older picture, but that was combines that were specially set up to do that. So in a combine, you have a fan that blows the chaff out. You have screens that separate the seed from the straw. If you're doing soybean, corn like that, it's pretty easy. When you're doing something as small as bent grass, that fan has to be modified. Otherwise, you're going to blow all the seed right out the back end of the combine. And the screens have to be modified. That happens to be my personal combine that I had several years ago. And the bottom screen in that is a round hole screen with a 1/8 inch hole. And all the seed has to go through that before it goes in the tank. It's another picture of the combine. And so that's a picture of the combine, and they go very slow, just under 1 mile per hour, which is, very slow compared to when you're thrashing wheat. This is a little more modern. That's a rotary combine. They can go a little faster, but they do a better job. But they still have to be very modified to do something as fine as bent grass. So after you harvest the seed and it's in the combine, then you have to either put it in a truck, or in this case it's going into a box. And so every one of those boxes is labeled with the field number and the variety, so that when you clean it, you keep everything separate. And so when you get a bag, so anybody that gets a bag of bent grass seed grown by us, there will be a blue tag on it. So it's certified seeds, have been inspected. And there will be a lot number on that seed. And then generally the first digit is an alphabetical number denoting the county that it's from. The second number is the mill number. And in my county, we're probably right about 200 seed mills now. Most of the farmers have their own seed mill. There'll be a hyphen. The next number will be the year that field was produced, and the following number will sometimes be the actual field number. It's the actual field number that the farmer has designated. So anybody in the world that would happen to get a bag of bent grass seed and say, I want to know where this came from, just send me the lot number, I can tell you. Because I can tell you what year it was, what field it came from, I can tell you who the grower is, I can go back to the inspection sheets by certification and tell you what they saw when they looked at the field, and tell you what generation the field is. Most of the fields only stay in for 5-6 years, and then they have to go out. And before you plant a field, it can't have had bent grass in it the previous 5 years. So that happens to be a picture of what the straw and the seed, and so that's one of the old seed mills. These are quite old, but they work fine. An interesting thing is those mills also do fescue, ryegrass. One of those can do 500 to 1,000 pounds an hour running ryegrass and fescue. You're lucky if you get 100 pounds an hour doing bent grass. It goes that slow because it's that small. And that's a gravity deck. So the way a gravity deck works in the seed cleaning processing is you've sized it with screens, but now you have everything sized through a screen, but there's a specific gravity. And so in this case, I don't know how well you can see that picture, but on the very upper edge, there's a very fine dirt line there, and you need to remove that dirt line. And before you blend the seed, and on the other end will be very, very light seed. These are pretty old pictures. It happens to be my seed mill. So, what else you want to ask me?
That was fantastic. We appreciate that. good information for me and all of us.
Okay.
To learn a little bit more about that. Now, this is going to wrap up our segment. Thanks for everybody, GCSAA TV, presented in partnership with Bear. Thank you, Terry Plagman, President.
I have one other thing to say.
Go for it.
So Pencross has been around, like I said, from 1955. We still have Pencross. It's still the #1 selling bent grass in the world. I can verify that. But at the end of this year, there will be no more Pencross. We're switching to what I said, the PC 2.0, which will replace that and be just as good but better, because it germinates earlier, cooler temps, it's more vigorous, it's the same green color, more disease resistant, just a better grass all the way around. So after reading many eulogies for maybe 30, 40 years on Pencross, I can give you one. It will end this year.
Okay. That's awesome. Thanks for enlightening us, Terry. Appreciate you having you, and thank you all for being here at GCSAA TV.
Visit Tee to Green at their booth at the GCSAA Conference and Trade Show to find out more about the finest bent grasses in the world.
Like Pure Distinction, not only is it known for its aggressive high-density growth, it's also proven to have excellent disease resistance and recovers from damage quickly. And when you need excellent wear tolerance for your greens, tees, and fairways, Pure Select sets the standard for hardy growth that's highly dense and highly disease resistant. And for shady areas, Crystal Blue Links, unique blue color, excellent growth habit, and outstanding disease resistance and heat tolerance makes it a staple for shadier greens, tees, and fairways.
And stop by Tee to Green's booth to learn about our latest varieties, PC 2.0 and Pure Eclipse.
We're at Wade Hampton Golf Club, which was founded in 1986. Tom Fazio Golf Course, 18 holes in the mountains of western North Carolina in a community called Cashers, North Carolina. It's highly regarded as far as one of the top mountain golf courses in the world, if not #1. It's typically been in Golf Digest Top 100. Currently, we're 26 in the country. So great membership, and we take great pride in what we do here. We do get a lot of rainfall, being on the southern tip of the Appalachian Mountains. We are considered, by many people, I think, a temperate rainforest because many years we'll have over 100 inches of rain here. This year, we're at about 80 year to date, being the 1st of October now. So that's probably our biggest challenge here, is just managing the water, the amount of rainfall that we get here. We grow definitely cool season turf. Our greens are Pure Distinction bent grass greens. They were installed, seeded in 2017 following a renovation that the club embarked on under the guidance of the Fazio Design Group. Pure Distinction has given us the ability to manage quality turf even with abundant rainfall, more than again that we want, but it performs very well. The density is there. We do not see a lot of thinning with the Pure Distinction, and so our heights of cut, we keep them the same, anywhere from around 125, and that's pretty much all the season. The health of the Pure Distinction that we see here has been very good with very little input. On the tee surfaces, we're growing Crystal Blue Links. We fill divots every day. We see great germination from the Crystal Blue. We are sand-based tee boxes here, and so we use a sand peat moss combination mix and with seed in that. And as you can see, this was seeded about 14 to 18 days ago. This is on a par 3 tee, which again, par 3 tees take the brunt of the golf rounds and the beating. And so that's one of the things here, that the ability to recover as quickly as we want it to get the tee markers back on that same area, we've been very happy with. We mow those at about 250 thousandths of an inch, so right at a quarter to 300 thousandths of an inch. So it's a pretty low mowing height. and we're typically mowing those about 3 to 4 times a week. And wear tolerance we've seen, as well with the Pure Distinction, we see the wear tolerance on those really not be an issue. I feel like really my job here is to create a good employee experience with the team, and all this will take care of itself. If I'm doing my job as a leader and setting some goals and setting some standards and some culture, and we develop those staff, then they'll take care of this all here. And I've been very fortunate and blessed to be able to do that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much once again for hanging with us on this evening in San Diego, the GCSAA conference. And of course, we are joining you right now on the GCSAA TV stage. We've got to give another huge shout out to Bear, who made this very stage possible. So please give it up for the great gentlemen and women who are with that company. Well, we know that it has been a busy evening for you guys, 2 hours that just flew by. I know I'm not just speaking for myself when I say that. But the other good news is that you have 2 more days to roam the trade show floors and to check everything out. On Wednesday and Thursday, this stage is going to be very, very busy with some speakers that I know you guys are going to want to hear from. So if you'd like to check that schedule, that is available for you on the app. Well, this is the moment that so many of you have been waiting for. I've got an idea that some of you would like to win a goose dog. Am I correct? Well, they're really adorable if you haven't seen them already. They are just so cute. But I need to invite a very important person up here to assist me in this process. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Will McMurdo, who is the head of U.S. Turf Ornamentals with Bear Environmental Science. And look at him. He's always got his hands on one of these adorable puppies right here.
Yeah. Isn't he a cutie?
Oh my gosh, he's beyond adorable. So Will, I know you've got a cute distraction with you right now, but tell us what Bear is up to in your booth.
So first of all, Bear is very proud of the fact that the GCSAA has gone ahead with this show over these days, provided a safe environment for us to come and actually reconnect with our friends, reconnect with our associates, and spend a few days here in a very, very safe environment. So we're at booth 3822. We're very proud to sponsor this event to give it the dog away from Flyaway Geese. And so come visit us 3822. We got a pool table, we got a dartboard, we got massage chairs. We're going to be celebrating our new launches, Tetrino, which is a new insecticide, Densicor, which is a new fungicide. And so come down. The dogs will be visiting us multiple times during the day. Come down, get your ballot in the box. And but also over the next couple of days, we're going to have our GST that are going to be doing some talks. We have our head of Americas here to talk about a divestiture. So Bayer's being divested, and we're going to have Mark Schneid here to actually talk about that. So please join him tomorrow. And we'll get going because the dog's getting pretty anxious there.
I know. The dog's excited to meet who they're going to be going back with, and the lucky course owner too, because we know that these dogs serve such a vital role on golf courses and keeping the conditions perfect. So we are going to be giving away the dog in just a moment, but first we've got some other giveaways. So if we could bring out the team, we're going to be throwing out some t-shirts. Everyone loves a good t-shirt toss, right? So get those hands in the air. Feel free to just dive and crawl all over each other because there are some goodies inside the t-shirts as well. So once you get a shirt, feel free to open it on up. Oh, there we go. We got some for the people in the back. Nice jump, by the way. Good throw. Man, he's got an arm. Yeah. I'm sure that excited the dog just as much as it excited everybody in the crowd. But we would also like to welcome up to the stage Rebecca Gibson of Flyaway Geese. She's got another cute furry friend with us as she brings the dog to the stage. So Rebecca, are you ready for this?
I am. We're ready.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, it is time now to announce the winner of the Flyaway Geese dog. Are we ready? Hopefully you all registered. The winner of the Flyaway Geese dog, and we'll be giving another one away tomorrow, is Tim Glorioso of Toledo Country Club. Oh my gosh!
Now I talked to these people. They're very excited.
Oh my goodness! Tim, I'm assuming that was your wife over there, and she's maybe more excited than you are about this.
Congratulations, Tim. Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I'm going to have you take a photo with the crew. Congratulations again.
Yep. Look over here.
Tim, it's one of those moments where I wish I had a microphone and I could go interview your wife right now because she is beyond excited.
I think she's in tears.
I think she's in tears as well. Well, Rebecca, while I have you up here, can you tell us a little bit about the program?
Sure. Flyaway Geese trains goose dogs for golf courses all over the United States. We're super happy to be back at the GCSAA show. This is our 4th year being here, and we couldn't be more thrilled about having Bear as a partner here. Your wife is still crying. And we're excited because this year they actually get to pick from one of the 2 puppies that are here. So it'll be one of these puppies that are going. We will be giving away another dog. Do remember that we do have a booth on the other end of the trade show, so you can come down and play with the dogs anytime. We'll be in Bear's booth over and over and over again. They've got a beautiful place to take pictures, and Bear is sponsoring us doing all the demos here with the ducks. So come see us all day tomorrow and half the day on Thursday. We're just happy to be here. The dogs are happy. This one wants to go run, so that's the quiet one. You're just gonna have to decide.
Well, congratulations to the Gloriosos and also his wife, who is spreading the news right now. She's so excited. And Toledo Country Club, which will be the home to your sweet new puppy. And again, visit the Bear booth, register, because we are going to be giving away another Flyaway Geese dog Thursday at the trade show floor closing. Now, speaking of the floor closing, you won't want to miss that because we'll have an amazing sand artist. If you have not seen these artists perform, it's unreal. So you won't want to miss that as well. But thank you once again to everyone who made this possible, to Bear, to Flyaway Geese, and to Tim with his new puppy who's already so comfortable and falling asleep in your arms as we speak. Enjoy the evening here in San Diego.